Folks, Black Bull Markets have 10 merch packs to give away to clients who sign up before the end of the year, including one of these trader keys. So to go in the draw, all you need to do is sign up with the link below this video or in the podcast description, and you'll go in the draw to win. It's that simple. And remember, folks, when you sign up to Black Bull Markets through the Trading Nut link below, you're going to get a 100% deposit bonus up to $1,000 on your first deposit. All you need to do is click the link in the description below the video or the podcast.
Good morning. How are we all today? What a crazy turn of events last night. Absolutely insane. So we had, the more I think about it, just Amazon, Meta, just blew expectations, like smashed them. So we got a huge rally. Can't believe that equities closed bullish and all-time highs. Well, I can believe it, but like so quick after FOMC, amazing. And gold, man, gold. I had a buy on gold from down here, and I closed it here, and then it just went ballistic. I was even saw news as well that I think what really spiked price from this level here, there was I saw a report that Israel had agreed to a ceasefire, and it led no wait sorry it was the other way around. Report that is like price was pushing up, and Israel had agreed to a ceasefire, so that reduces fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We saw oil drop, we saw equity start to rise, and then we saw gold fall back, and then that tweet and report got deleted, and it was Algo, I think, whatever that news outlet is, said that basically it was just a wrong report, and that Israel hadn't agreed to a ceasefire, and that just led gold just rocketing away. Insane. So we pushed all the way up from 2030 to 2065. Then we rebounded off this level, and then sort of just settled. What was that, Glenn? You guys say something? Were you saying something, or someone saying something? I had something. Oh, thanks, Leon. Great. All right, now. Yeah, Ronald, Delani, everyone. Yeah, good morning. So then we had also on Amazon, Meta, and AMD. I don't think AMD did as well, but Amazon and Meta smashed it. And they released it late, really, really late. So it was at about 9:07 was the report that they released it. Obviously, there's a few minutes, took them time to get it into the media, but that was precisely. I mean, they must have told their friends what's going to happen. But just before 9 o'clock, we had this little pullback, and then it was just this almighty rally. Insane. Just NASDAQ 230 pips in the final hour. Crazy. So S&P made a new high. From all the way through the doldrums to return. So it bounced, all-time high. Crazy. So anyway, my outlook for today for German is obviously not the US large caps. So what I've got two ideas here. I've got one for German, one for gold. First, let's just check the Facebook. Oh my god, Messenger. Jesus, man, financial juice. Okay, so I've got no news. No news until NFP. What we do have is the day after FOMC, so yesterday, we're still the Fed blackout. So now we could get Fed speakers, and we can get ECB speakers, but we can get Fed speakers today as well. We probably will after non-farm employment comes out. If ADP employment is anything to go by, which happened on Wednesday, then they're expecting bad numbers. If this is anything to go by. So they posted really poor numbers. So when we've got the BS labor statistics, or BLS, depends if you want to drop the L or not. When they bring out these statistics, if this is bad numbers, then what we're likely to see is pressure put back on. They'll just completely forget what Powell said, and they'll be pricing in March rate cuts again if this is bad numbers. So this would be a positive driver for stocks if they're good numbers. Bad numbers. If they're good numbers, which they can be easily the print can be good numbers. Don't read into what the numbers mean, because they can be they're pretty inconsistent to read. But if they're good numbers initially, that would lead to a pretty severe drop around this time for equities. Thanks, Andre. Okay, so we'll go to financial juice. Let's just see overnight what headlines there were. So we'll read this Asian wrap, but we'll just scroll down the page a bit. We can see at what time is this? 9:02. Okay, so this is when Amazon released their earnings. You can see earnings per share, $1, estimated 78 cents. Net sales increased. North American net sales increased. AWS, so the Amazon web services, increased. Oh no, went down slightly. Physical stores went down slightly. Operating margin increased quite a lot. Q1 sales increased. Operating income increased. So smashed it. Then we've got Meta as well. Smashed it. Okay, Apple. Not as dramatic, but they posted a iPhone revenue finally grew for the first time in a while. I think they had like 3 quarters or something where they didn't do so well. Anyway, yeah, good news all around. So then we've got, you can read this if you like, some confusion regarding the Gaza conflict as well, which saw some volatility. Australian housing financing. So now they're actually pricing in rate cuts towards the end of the year. So that Aussie should come back a little bit now. Hasn't been performing quite well at all actually for the last couple of weeks, but that should probably weaken a bit more. Then we've got the Asian market wrap. So I need to read this. Okay. Now, let's have a look at German first. Actually, let's do gold first because I've got an alert on that one. So gold, as it jumped up, I'm actually looking for a pullback on gold. So I want to see what it does here. But I'm actually looking for gold to pull back to this level. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see the gold rally continue, but I'd like to see gold push down around this NY 50% area. Find a little bit, I'm not sure actually what it's going to do at this level, but I'm looking to trade it down to that level. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I need to see what it does here, but ultimately there will be, each day, there's sells and there's buy moves, sells and buy moves, sells and buy moves. So I'm anticipating the sell move down to here. I'm anticipating that there will be a buy move. I just don't know when, if we get momentum, if it's going to bounce off this level, if it's going to push further into this level, in these other levels, and then if it's going to come back to this level. So and it will still easily maintain its bullish structure. So we're in this like pretty clear kind of channel. So even just pulling back to halfway, it's a natural move inside of here. I think that could be, that's like 100 pips. So I think there's plenty of room. Don't even need to be in the top. It's just, I think that's a pretty safe idea. So whether it goes up and then comes down, just be careful you don't get caught in the fake out. But I imagine that at some stage today, we'll be seeing 2045 visited. So that's kind of like an idea that I'm looking at, and I'll keep an eye on that. Especially if we're bouncing off of maybe 2060 again. So I'll put a little alert there. And I'll put an alert here so I can be notified twice. Okay. For German, what I'm looking for is price to fade out some of this move. So this is the all-time high again. And this is not US large cap. So whilst there is always the hype that German follows, because there is that correlation, we've been seeing, importantly, if we're focusing on these green areas, I'm just going with what's been happening the last like week or so. We've been seeing late moves, very late in the session. So when the German market's closed, you see these large candles. We see consolidation, and we see that large candle filled. And we did take sells on this day. Took sells down to this clean candle. Then we saw another late move, very late in the session. Asian session this time, completely rinsed it, just retraced on it. Then we saw a late move again, FOMC, price pushed down, and we saw that recovered. Then we saw a late move again last night. Now I'm expecting to see this recovered. So I'm pretty keen to sell. Now, it's annoying if it just drops now because it's too early for me to be selling. So I'd love to see it pull back first. I'd love to see this recover and then look to sell down to at least here and here. Because I want to see the NY 50% hit. Because I really like this level. I really like that we've got this gray zone. If you look at the gray one, we've got plenty of areas. You've got NY high, nearabouts NY high, NY low, Asian high, London high, pretty much NY 50%, pretty much NY low, London low, around the London high, NY 50%. So it's just a super sensitive level. So whilst we're under there, this would be like a sensitive resistance, but when we're above it, I find this could be a nice place for price to find a support from. So whether I want to trade that side of the triangle, because I just don't know how deep it will go underneath. So, but I'd like to trade down to it. So that's my idea. So I'm looking for a sell on gold and German. And like from here, where price is currently down to here, there's about 50 pips, or just shy of 50 pips. That's plenty. That's plenty. Plenty for a Friday, especially for non-farm payroll. Be nice if we can get out of here early. Oh, thanks, Ronnie. Those trend lines, yeah. Okay. 16 to quantum 16948 would be a good entry. Oh, you're looking for buys from here, eh? Oh, but you've got different charts, don't you? So your 948 is slightly different. Yours is like 960 on mine, or 958 on mine, or the other way around. Different price feeds, different slightly different numbers on the side. Eve, yes, I'm trying to find an opportunity to sell. I'm not selling just yet because it's not like, but I'm looking for that. Hey, Daniel. Actually, how are you? I heard you smashed it yesterday. Congrats. That was an awesome trade on gold. Awesome hold. I was in the same level, more or less. I got in at 2031 down here on these areas. So just about, just more or less inside of here. Didn't do anything for ages, but I closed it right here. I closed it here. So the trade of 2031 to here. Where did you get out? On Forex.com, wasn't it? Yeah, Glenn was showing me. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm. Yeah, that. Yeah. 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 Mm. So good. So good. Yeah, nicely worked out. DB trades. What about NAS? I don't normally do much of an analysis. So you can see on NAS, it's obviously the New York session is the main one. Is the main one. But I want to know what London session before NY comes in. I want to know what a London session does, because I'm going to use that data point for me to work out what NAS does. So there's no point me right now working out what London's going to, or try speculate on what London's going to do, so then I can speculate on what NAS is going to do. So I usually leave NAS alone a little bit around this time. Sometimes you get like a really nice move. Like we got a nice move on Wednesday, not yesterday yet, Wednesday. Got a really nice move when we got a lot of volatility. So I was able to take like a little buy, little cowboy trade here. Yeah, you can see how many pips it usually moves. 50 pips, 135, 50, 50. Most of the time it's around about that. It's just there's no volume in London session. And then 60, 40, 66, 63, 84, 140, another outlier. And then we just go small again. So there's no point. It's a waste of time. Yeah, geez, look at this though. Okay, so as long as I hold in here, good. I just really don't want to see German drop before London Open, because that sucks, because then my idea is like the move happens. Okay. So let's see how we can get into an entry. I would love to see this move up with London Open. Really, really like to see this move up. Or maybe we can change our bias if London gives us a gift and it opens with no top wick and just goes straight down. Hard to catch that. But usually what that means, if there's no top wick and London goes straight down, it means this isn't the high of the London session. So it gives you a nice target to trade back up to. So because it's Freaky Friday, though, you need to just be careful. Don't do anything silly that's going to ruin your weekend on a day like today. But our candle, we're closing nice, and the previous candle, this one here, closed nice and bearish. Golfing candle, broke all the highs of these areas, closed below these areas. So you'd like to continue going that direction of that candle. If we get something closing above here, then obviously we've got a bit more room to go up, but it gets dangerous because we're at the all-time high. And I would imagine that this move late in the day is a clean candle that we can easily fill that space, because it's done it 4 times already in the last every day this week so far. It's done that. It's just NAS will chop as usual. Check your fib levels in the 4-hour or trade levels. I'm not a huge fan of the fibs, but let's have a little peek. Got 1.5 minutes. So you doing your fibs from this low to this high? Is that where you're doing your fibs? So trading down to this level sounds good. Down to your 38%. Okay. What are your thoughts, guys? What are you thinking? What's your idea? Morning, Guerra. How are you? Dave? I hope so. That's the best scenario, I reckon. Yeah, because there's plenty of space then. Not having to trade around this little area for like little fake outs. Okay. This is open now. So gosh, man, if it just opened no bottom wick and went straight up, that'd be the best case scenario. But come on, go up. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Keep pushing up so I can sell you. What did I need to do just now? Oh, that's right. So far, so good. Yeah, I didn't put my monthly close on just yet. Yeah, beautiful. This guy, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. The sell move makes a lot of sense. Just not sure exactly which one is going to bounce. I agree, absolutely. The doji and imbalance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. These two? No, wait. Oh, this one here. These two. Mm-hmm. Eve sold NAS at 17,521. Sorry, go on, Glenn. Just make it thicker, yeah. Come on. Just give us a little push to 90.95. 16.995. I'll look to sell it from there. And I've got to go slightly smaller screen because I want to check what gold price is. This little panel. What's gold? Hasn't moved. 2055. Happens a lot where I look at price on gold 2055, and then I'll be looking at German. I'll come back. Gold's 2055. Go get a coffee. Come back half an hour later. 2055. But then I click on the chart and gold's gone. It's gone up. It's come down. It's come up. I've just always caught it when it's like here. I'm like, oh, gold's boring. And then I look at it like, oh, it's actually going up 40, come down 40, come up 40. Yeah, come on. One more push up. Take these highs, then drop. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable selling it with a wide stop loss for the first entry, and then looking to scale in. I did that yesterday with NAS. It was just sort of hanging around, and I was really confident that it was going to sell off at some stage yesterday. And it's crazy when you look at the final result for NAS, but I got a really nice sell in the London in the got a really nice sell. look how bullish NAS was, and I was still really happy with my sell that I got inside of here. Didn't quite get the target, but I scouted out most of it. So the first, it was after the news. This is the 3 o'clock news, right? Price pushed up, and I sold, took a first position, selling it with just a really wide stop loss. It was actually down here for the first position because I wasn't sure if it was going to come down like that, and then entered more at the London high with the proper position. Just wasn't sure if it was going to spike down first position. Really comfortable with it. That was the main area, but I really wasn't sure if it was going to go up there first, and then it just sold off beautifully for like 100 pips, just straight down. Then it just absolutely launched back up. But a similar kind of idea. So with NAS, you got to account for the extra volatility. But for German, same thing is like sometimes you can wait for the best area to trade from, and you can just miss the move. So like I'm really comfortable that there's going to be that sell-off. It's just if it does decide to come back up, you can either try get an entry, keep your stop loss low, give it a couple chances, or the other side is if you kind of want that first entry, just to be like a bit of a tester, scout entry, just go super low risk, keep your stop loss way out of the way, but then plan how you can actually scale into it properly. So if you wait for the best case scenario all the time, price will often break out and just not come back, and then you're missing it. So it's up to like I'd really like to see it come take these highs and then drop. I would have loved to have seen it no bottom wick, go straight up and then come down. Price has been a bit of a slug. Really comfortable with the sells. Just depends on where you're comfortable getting into the trade. Like these wicks, are you going to be patient, wait for it to be up here? Are you going to wait for the breakout? The breakout's the worst place to enter, I find. Should be anticipating that breakout, or when that closure happens, you've missed so much of the move that often it will pull back, and you don't want to hold from like here. Yeah, that's just too much. So you want to at least anticipate the move. But if it's going to, while it still hasn't broken out, it could rise a lot. So you don't want to go in with too much risk either, especially if you find your first entry is often not a good entry. So 15 minutes threatening to come down. Keeps on trying to push down. I still think it's got a bit more of a pullback in it. The way German's been going as well lately is we'll get like a good 15 or 30-minute candle, and then it just ranges again for a while. Okay, come on. Yeah, looking really good, especially if this 15-minute candle can close like that. We're getting a bit of a resistance formed. Oh, there was so Dave put in a trade that he took on FTSE yesterday, Glenn, and I was saying that you'd be all over that one, as in like, no, another Dave. We're gonna have to start like naming which Daves are Daves. Too many Daves. My brother's Dave as well. Okay. Yeah. So FTSE. FTSE zone of interest. Your type of entry, eh? Yeah, so you thought you'd be all over that. You love it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what confirmed it for him and that's what Dave C was saying as well, is like buyer's trap for sure. But all comes from the zone of interest. How you enter into this is it's like whether we do our 4 types of entries that I've got on like with the group, or you've got your trend line retest or your anticipation entries. It all comes from marking out the zone of interest, because this will happen. This kind of price action pattern will happen everywhere. But if you're not anticipating it to happen at a specific area, you'll get like potentially you have to wait. Most people will wait until too late to get into the trade, because you need to see so much confirmations. But the more you can get comfortable with your levels, and then just how your entry criteria is, you can, there's so many ways to enter this. It can meet so many criterias, but it's really, really nice. And Dave sees, here we go, come on. Dave sees trade for pound yen. Excellent today as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go. $30 seconds. And then we've got a beautiful 15-minute candle closing. It'd be nice if we can close under there. Yeah. You do. What part? Where did you get? Oh, closed just above. Damn it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, target. Looking for 16,930. That'd be a nice little 50 pips. Yeah, I think it's a conservative area. I think it's really conservative. So, yeah. It could get a little bit bumpy when it gets into these like wick areas. But I really want to see at least fill this candle. Oh yeah, I'll have a little peek at that. Just come on, give us a quick one. Mm-hmm. Yep. This is where it starts getting a bit bumpy. So cool. Nice move. At least 30 odd pips. Who's in this one? Yeah, sweet. Was it Dave? Glenn, your name's not Dave. Yeah, it's dangerous, this area. You're going to add in here, Glenn, are you? Todd, you're in it. Nice. Tom, out already. You're still in, Sarah? Yeah. So this area is tricky, man. So because I want to see it keep on going down, but we're seeing a little bit of hesitation. If you look at this bottom left chart, yeah, just above that as well, like these necklines. Like we've got a consolidation inside of here. But once it can break through here, I wasn't convinced with the I'm not convinced like that there won't be like a deep pullback to push that down because of the way that it's come down here. It was still good enough to enter. That's what I was saying is like where you wanted to, if you were happy to enter somewhere like 1980, like in this little zone when it was hesitating. I'll show you. I put in the Discord where I entered. At 80.1 on this one. It's a 10-minute chart, so I can get across here. You can see I was on this candle. This one here, when it was spiking up and hesitating. Now holding it for, where's this gone? You can see. So this spike up, this is this. So I entered more or less here. Oh, you can't see the target. Target's target's down where I was saying, like around this 1940 area. 1940, 1930, anywhere around there. But be careful of anything here. So like this, it's a secure area. Hopefully we keep on pushing, but we do have some areas that price can bounce from, and we've seen that quite normal for German. That's what I flagged earlier, was that we see a candle, we see a big bearish candle, and then we see consolidation for a while. But hopefully it gives us just steady moves. Any pullbacks are just that, just pullbacks. Steady moves all the way down to about this area. So just conservatively, just above it. Then I'm not too bothered what it does after that. Hopefully it pushes bullish, but I don't know if it's going to push bullish, bottom left again. I don't know if it's going to push bullish from here or if it's going to push bullish from here. But there should be, German, your bias isn't the most important thing per day. It's just important that you have a bias. Not waiting to try find a bias. Because bulls will make money, bears will make money, the pigs will get slaughtered. Okay, what's others doing? See, 2055 again. Every time I look at gold, 2055. Oh yeah, so Russ is here. Yeah. So Tom uses TCT. If you wanted to ask him his experience with them, and a lot of these other guys use. Yeah, Tom's saying it's excellent. I'll put it in the chat as well. I just want to be careful what I say with the YouTube streams. Okay, and how's NAS going? Sold NAS at 17,521, hoping to fill the gap. Gosh, my computer's getting slow, man. Oof. Jeez. So if this happens with German, I'm still looking to sell German, but I'd be quite happy for German to retrace that whole move and then actually take sells from a higher position as well. So I'd like to see this is simply just London doing its thing. Gives you a good little move initially. I want to see it push up, and I'd like to take sells from up here. Then for that, those sells to be taking it from down here to down here. EU, please? No, I don't look at EU. Sorry, mate. I'd have to go do all my levels. I'd have to go take time to find an idea on it. It's just not going to happen today. I think it's important to follow just a couple of things. So I follow German in the morning. If I followed Euro every day, then it would be Euro, but I do German, it'll be German. Oh, Joe, German closed a 5-minute gap. Oh yeah, it did too, didn't it? So on the 5 minutes, this is that liquidity build up, little structure, and then where it launched from. So that's, yeah, cool. I think there's a good chance it takes this whole area. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry, I thought you were looking at. Yeah, it could, but I would like to see it take these highs as well. Kind of like just because I think a lot of people would be looking to sell that. Yeah. It's kind of annoying when you get like a good move and price pushes down. You want it to go all the way, but it doesn't. So it's why it's so important to close partials. US 30. Okay. She took the short, Tom. So I'm visualizing this move that NAS did. for now. I'm visualizing this move. So that I'm just anticipating like this is that what we're just done with German, given a nice entry to the downside. We haven't got the news, but price is now spiking back up. Looking for it to take these highs out. So hesitate and then sort of just keep pushing and then looking for that move again down to the actual target where I was 1930. 16,930. Hopefully. If it just gives it straight away, then kind of annoying that it came all the way back up. But I'm looking for this part now. I don't want to take buys because I'm not looking for buys just yet. So that what it's going to translate to is this. Yeah, I think that's what this is designed for, Chris. Is like you get like anticipating getting some good entries, you get a good move. It's not the best move, hasn't gone all the way down, but then you get the FOMO traders that get in. Now they've got to deal with drawdown. Any new traders, it does take a while to build that confidence with anticipation, because losing a trade it hurts. And I know why a lot of people would avoid doing it. You want to be in a trade, but then it hurts when you lose a trade, and then you can only take so many hits if we lose confidence. But if you can keep your risk low and you can plan your entries and not get involved when price is like, I find breakout trades can be really difficult unless you've got a good level of experience, because most of the time you're just going to get in the worst spot. So being able to sort of see these moves without being influenced into what's doing, because what will happen as well is price will be breaking these highs, looking bullish as all hell, and you'll think, oh, my sell idea didn't work out. And then you'll be switching buys to look for buys. Oh gosh, I can't draw these things. It looks shocking. And then what ends up happening is you just feel fried because price is going down, didn't work. Price is going up, didn't work. You buy the high, you sell the low. You've got to anticipate a move. You got to anticipate levels that you want to trade from as well. Because some of the hardest trades they're going to look really difficult to get into. Like the gold trade yesterday, the gold buy. Actually, I broke it down. Excellent. Really, really nice breakdown. Price is at for buys down here. Okay, price is at a great level for buys, and in hindsight, it looks absolutely, it looks like it makes a lot of sense. But having the courage to pull the trigger on something, especially if you're looking at like low time frames, pulling the trigger on something that looks like this as it's coming down, people will be thinking this thing. And yeah, you probably should have been up here. But once price gets all the way down and it starts becoming so obvious for sells, you're closer to a bounce. And a lot of people will look at the lower time frames, get induced into taking a trade, right? Get induced into taking a trade, but then they always forget the bigger picture of where you are. And I know German, we're going to say German is super bullish on the higher time frame. And if we look at German, sorry how slow it is. German's super bullish. It's been bullish. But we're closer to all-time highs now. Again, I know we can keep on pushing, making new all-time highs, but you got to think about what the rationale of movement's going to be. Like how is London going to react to this really late move, late in the session, pushing bullish? Do you think London want to buy the highs? London will want to get a better price. It'll be really hard for them to sell. So they're going to make it look, price is going to look like it's forming support. Price will probably look like it's going to break out to the top side as well. And maybe even pushes a bit. But the risk reward potential there is very low. Very low. Like it can work. It's just what makes more sense. What makes more sense in a session? Obviously, we're looking ultimately for long-term buys, but right now, if price is reacting to this area and it's faking out and it's coming back down, what would make more sense? To me, is more room to make money on the downside than there is for London session to keep on pushing super bullish, unless there's like a catalyst that comes in. Unless someone here comes out, like some ECB speaker comes out and starts talking down interest rates again, bringing cuts back on the table earlier. In that case, we can keep on pushing higher. But without that, then I find any buys is just a setup to get people interested in looking for buys, simply so that they can achieve a great price to sell down to, for them to be able to do a buy. So it's either going to be a buy to sell or a sell to buy. All of this is emotional. And this is quite normal for German. When you get like a little bit of good, like yesterday, it's pretty slow at the start, good bit of volatility, then it's slow. And then eventually it starts taking off. But it's kind of stop-start. We're only 39 minutes into the open. Previous day, same kind of thing. Got, you can see like how got early sells that drove down 20 odd pips. Price just couldn't quite get there. Target was to this level. Okay, so good little early bit, then price comes up, makes a new high, inducing people to look for buys. Then we got a nice sell again, and that one ran for 40 pips. So you kind of do get this kind of like an ECG chart, like your heart rate. Very normal. Some have the ability to sell, to buy, to sell, and then go with like these hyper scalping. I know that's not. I don't have that ability. So if I'm set on looking for sells, then I'll look for sells. I'll look for price to, like, this is my target. This is my TP. but it doesn't mean that I can't sell, take profit, or sell, take partials, and then like my runner is going to get taken out. Now, I'm still looking for sells. I know that if I start looking for buys, even though I think buys make sense up to take these highs out, I can't take those buys because I know it's not easy for me to shift my thinking from sells into buys into sells so quickly. And whenever I do that, I find I miss the move I wanted to get. So that's the discipline part of trading. Even though I know, not know, but I've got a good idea that price is going to sweep these highs. Personally, I don't like taking those buys. Unless I've got really, really clear targets, and I don't today. Only target that I think is absolutely achievable is that at some stage we'll revisit 16,930, preferably from as high as possible. And looking at gold, we're still at 2055. Always here. Did anyone take those buys? Yeah, I'm not in anything. Unfortunately, the runner got taken out. So managed to secure 26 on the first part of the position, but spread took me out. Anyone else looking at any other pair ideas we can or want to share ideas? Trades taken. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Euro Aussie longs makes sense. Aussie's not looking very good. Waldo, looks like EU swept on 4 hour. What did EU do? Well, took out the Euro, the pre-London low. Took out these highs. Q. I'll be right back. Well, it teased us with a nice, quick, easy 40 pip move, but it didn't give it, did it? Now we've got to just wait for some extra volatility to come in. What I'm going to do is, my computer's super slow, so I'm going to close the Trading Nut stream. Okay, continue watching. You can watch on my channel if you like, or you can hear the background music. They can hear the others as well. You can hear Maddie in the background as well, screaming. If you guys want to, it's up to you. My YouTube people, stay on. We're gonna get these sells. Okay. But Trading Nut stream, I'm gonna have to close it because I think the stream quality is not very good. All right. I'll see you either next week, or have a great weekend. Well, I'll see you on my channel. Okay. Bye-bye.